See that creepy bastard there? Boink. Jem has a collection of creepy, weird, horror kind of dolls. That is some kind of Pennywise clown doll, which she says is cute and a wicked and creepy bastard. That, look, you can see it there. Cute. Yes, YouTube, we're back with another food-focused day. Everything I'm going to eat today is going to be some level of convenience food. Rather than having stuff that's planned in, rather than having stuff that I've pre-prepared, which most of my daily eating will be pre-prepared, I'm going to go out on my way to show that, as a dad, you could, if it came to it, eat a diet that you had not planned ahead for. Because most lads are going to find that you get caught out. Now, most excuses are going to be, plans changed, I had to eat on go, and I just sacked everything off because it were easier. And if you're being totally honest, it's because it's easier. And it's because you don't know how to make choices that serve you. Probably been told that you've got to eat clean, it has to follow your meal plan, processed food ain't allowed, and it's making dieting feel unmanageable. Right? So what I want to do is go out and prove the total opposite is possible. That you could keep your calories in check, that you could eat a high protein diet, and that you could do this with zero planning if you're willing to make the right choices and if you know where to make the right choices. But, because there's going to be a but to it, isn't there? I also want to show you why you shouldn't rely on that too much. And why you probably should do a little bit of planning ahead. We're going to start with breakfast. We're going to work our way all the way through a full day, taking in bits of dad life along the way. If you like what you're watching, pop a like on it. Make sure you subscribe and all of that jazz, because there's plenty more where this came from, to make it more challenging and to make it more practical for those of you that might be trying to diet, get lean. I'm going to aim for 2,000 calories and to be within 10 grams of 200 grams of protein. So within that, it becomes a lot more of a challenge. I've got less calories to fit in. I've got more protein to eat. But again, hopefully you see that if I can do it, you can do it too. And it's very much just about learning where you can look, how you can plan ahead for it, what's right, what's wrong, the shit that you've not been showed before. The issue is probably going to be high enough protein, because eating on go, it's a little bit tough to get higher protein options. It's easier than it used to be though, to be fair. I don't want to start out making excuses from get-go. I'm going to go out of my way and make this work. Years worth of tracking my food, on and off obviously. I'll track it when I'm dieting, I'll track it intermittently when I'm not dieting. And having to track my food in different places. It's given me a good insight into where I can go. So let's go. First trip at day, first meal at day. I've lifted, so now I need to get some protein in me. It's proper awkward trying to find a high protein, lower calorie option on the go at this time of day. We aren't going to the shop and buying a packet of chicken. That's going to happen later, to be fair. But I want to get at least 30 grams of protein in me. I want to make sure I'm not spending 1,000 calories to get there. I cannot think where to go here other than Mackey's. Right, we're home. I've tracked it. I'm going to put calorie info up there. That's also cost me £4. I am a little bit worried that this isn't going to fill me because it's not a lot of food. Look, them too. What I've done, I've sliced it in the hope that I eat it a little bit slower because it's in bits rather than taking bigger bites out of it because I'm a greedy arsehole like that. I've put it on a chopping board so it looks prettier for Instagram. It's apparently good for fitness people now to try to be better than other people and eat off chopping boards and look cool. I'm not going to take my top off because I'm not dieted right now. Nobody needs to see that. But I'm also joking. I'll put it on a chopping board because I'm lazy and I don't want to make more washing up. I think next meal, I'm going to be going for a Subway salad. I've already thought ahead a little bit. You should be thinking ahead. No matter what your plan is for whatever day, like today, I'm not going to track all of this in advance. I'm going to track as I go to show that you could track as you go, but it's probably going to make life a little bit harder if you do, because you're almost going to have to, make better decisions in a moment, which you should be anyway. But most people don't. Most people won't think ahead. They'll spunk the calories too early, get to end of day and be lower on the protein, higher on the calories, and probably struggle to hit the targets. So now, even though I'm not going to track, I'm still mentally thinking ahead to what I'm going to do, where I'm going to go, and what that might look like. So we're going to go to Subway for lunch. I'm going to watch a bit of TV now, eat this bad boy, and then you can join me at Subway. No, I'm recording now anyway. Right, so we're at Subway. We're not, are we? Where are we?
White Rose.
We're at White Rose Centre. What?
Parking.
We're capped. We are. We're parked, aren't we?
Yeah.
Going to Subway now because I know I can get a double chicken salad and it's going to be high in protein, next to no calories. That then saves me some more calories to play with my evening meal. That's a very good example of making choices that suit you and serve you whilst you're trying to make smart choices.
That were a healthy choice from a takeaway.
It was a healthy choice from a takeaway, thank you. Anyone telling you that you need to avoid these kind of places?
Don't listen to them. If you think...
He's interrupting me, but he's right. You don't need to listen to them. They make life easier for you. Knowing that you can go into these places and, like I did then, choose to have the double meat. Max, how much salad did I have?
A lot.
A lot. I had everything.
Yep.
I chose teriyaki sauce, which were the lower calorie sauce. So didn't spend a lot of calories there. It's filled me. It's got me 35 grams of protein. It took me a while to eat. They're all things that
Are good.
they're all things that serve a massive purpose when it comes to wanting to fill yourself, wanting to make a smart decision. And it almost opposes my decision for breakfast. That one, very helpful. The 2 cheesy bacon flatbreads, I ate them quickly because they want a lot of food there. They were quite high in calories for what they've given me, and they put me on back foot, whereas this one now has helped me save some room for food that I'm going to eat later, and it were enjoyable. And I mean, it's still not great on protein front, but that's one of the pitfalls of eating on go is people don't cater for an high protein diet. I've got 1,200 calories left, but I also have 140 grams of protein left to find. So mildly worried because it is just a bit of a pain in the arse. So I'm going to sit down now, go through my Fitness Pal, rack my brains for what I could have, and then plan it all in so that I know I'm not falling short tonight. As much as like one day not hitting a protein goal won't be end of world, if a little bit of planning can help you stay more consistent, you feel more in zone, you've not let yourself down, you have built some momentum that you would lose otherwise, you've probably helped yourself see a little bit of a better result by next week, next month, and the end. And even though you might not be at that end goal right now, it's important not to disrespect these choices and the days well away from it and the impacts that they could have, because ultimately the result you see, it's the accumulation of every choice you make and every day that you're consistent along it. So the day's not perfect in terms of food choices, but that doesn't mean the day shouldn't be perfect in terms of hitting a protein goal and hitting a calorie goal. The German doner kebab at White Rose. So I'm going to have to go back there. 44 grams of protein, 350 calories. They have like a gym box. I'm going to get that, see what that's like. Go to Tesco, get some chicken and tuna, which is the poverty element of it. But it means that I hit the totals. Might not be perfect, but whether you're eating convenience food all day or not, hitting targets ain't going to be perfect. You're going to have to make decisions that suit your goals versus suit your preference. I'm not eating foods I don't like here. Like, I'm hungry because these foods are lower in volume. There's so much like less veggies or salads that you can get like for on the go that your belly ain't full. And that's where people end up overeating. So you get this food and it might fit your calories, it might fit your protein. It's very hard to make sure the meals are filling. I mean, calories and protein are the things that will drive the look when you pair it with your training, right? So if you're getting your calories and protein nailed on, let's say irrespective of nutrient quality, right? Real talk, irrespective of nutrient quality, the amount of meals you eat, if you nail those two, you're going to get as shredded as you could get, maybe within a few pound or a few percent in terms of body fat changes, right? Very little difference. But you will have a harder time to get to that point because you are going to be hungry from meal to meal. You're more likely to end up smashing biscuits in. You're more likely to end up getting to the point I'm at now and want to get a pizza, and not just get a little cheeky flatbread pizza, but get a 14-inch family banger with a garlic dip, because we know that's the best dip that there is, with a stuffed crust as well, and not a weird hot dog sausage stuffed crust, proper cheese stuffed crust. In case I need a fork. Jim's something box.
No, it's Central German.
No, we don't. No. Jim something box, it's called. I'll find it out and I'll put it on screen. But I managed to get cheese sauce on it because I had extra calories. Look. Like a mess. Do you think it looks like a proper mess? Does a bit look a bit like a mess. No bread in it. It's just, from what I can see, right, it's like chicken doner meat, shredded cabbage, lettuce, onions.
Like a naked.
It smells great. Yeah, like a naked, kind of like a naked doner. Oh, she. Oh, she. I don't know. It's nice. It is proper nice, you know. 355, 65, 75, 300. Why did I have to math that? 385 because cheesy dip was 30. Good that, innit? How much it cost?
About £8.
Tenner with drink and the sauce.
You know.
I know. People say eating healthy and buying food from the supermarket costs a lot. I spent nearly 50 quid on food today, eating out and about and doing bits, and it's fucking loads cheaper to buy your own food and cook it. You also don't have to wait around as much. I've spent more time travelling to places, standing in queues, waiting for it to be cooked. Now if you're busy and your reason for not cooking your food is that you're busy, yeah, you probably spend a few hours a week queuing for foods. A bit less busy if you cooked your own food. You just got to sit and eat it. We're watching a movie. We've got a snack size white Oreo grenade. That one, I think they're like 15 grams of protein, these, aren't they? Is it 15? 11 grams of protein, under 150 calories. Now, honestly, I probably won't bother with these in day-to-day life. I'd rather just have a couple of biscuits or something and get my protein from meat sources. But today, it could be one of those where like you use it to bridge your meal if you can't out and you're going for a convenient option.
Is this good?
This is a meal that I think is one of those basic, if you're dieting and you don't have food with you, you can probably pick up, if you're willing to get out of your way, literally chicken and an apple and a grape pack.
And mayo.
And I'm having some light mayo with it as well because I'm well undercutting calories here. I'm on about 1,800 calories. Have it, my protein. I'm going to share it all with you at the end, obviously. But this meal itself...
What do you mean?
This meal itself comes to this and costs that. So it's pretty cheap. Well, I am protein. You just give me endless videos of you interrupting. What are you doing? Neither of you two can be in my videos anymore. You're just as bad.
What?
So the interrupter and the distractor, 10 to 8. I've got a
I choked.
You know what I mean?
I choked.
This isn't the best of meals, is what I'm trying to say here, but sometimes needs must. And especially when you're dieting and calorie intake's got to be lower, you have to approach it in a, I don't dislike this, but it's going to help. Sometimes needs must, and it's not that I'm eating a meal I don't enjoy, but it's a meal that is alright. Foods I enjoy, it's going to help me eat my protein, keep my calories low, and that's often what you've got to think about when it comes to hitting your targets. Boink! And I managed to get some nutrients in with this one, with, it's not zooming in, yeah, with apples and grapes. Max is going to share these with me, aren't you, as well. So that's some calories saved as well. And then I'm going to go to bed, and then tomorrow I'm going to do a review of all of this. So
it's going to be 2 stars.
2 stars, that's going to fall. So next time you see me, I'm going to go through all of this. I'm going to break it all down.